Hello there. My name is Lou Wieland, and for the last 30 years, I have published the first multiple listing service of Atlanta Community Profiles magazines that are distributed by realtors to home buyers, home sellers, developers, commercial and real estate buyers, and investors on behalf of the first multiple listing service, which is the fourth largest multiple listing service in the United States. And they have connections with multiple listing services throughout the United States, and with those connections, it's probably by far the largest multiple listing service in the country. Anyway, we have several magazines: one for Atlanta, one for North Fulton, one for Cobb, and they are in all the real estate brokerage firms. And your real estate agent, if you're an investor or buyer, you should be able to pick up a copy at your real estate brokerage firm, or just ask your realtor. They're also on my website, atlantacommunityprofiles.com, along with a great deal of other information about Atlanta, including latest closings, sales, trends, and many other aspects of Atlanta. Anyway, I'm also a commercial realtor with Chapman Hall. If I can help you with any of your real estate needs, I'd be happy to do so. My area specialty is pretty much anything in commercial real estate with a focus on investor real estate, investors, trying to help investors. Anyway, every week or so we interview community leaders and business leaders. And today is our distinct pleasure to interview the mayor of the great city of South Fulton, Mayor Carmalitha Gumbs.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, Mayor. Appreciate your taking time with us.
Oh, definitely. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
There's a lot going on in your city, and more than most people know about. And well, hopefully we can help remedy that situation today. We're going to be sending this interview out to all the realtors, and it will be on my website, atlantacommunityprofiles.com. But just a short introduction. The mayor was won election in January 5th of this year, and was the first woman to lead the city since its inception in 2017, so it's a new city. She won overwhelmingly, by the way, 60% of the vote. And prior to that, she had served 8 years on the city council, representing District 2. And she was named by Atlanta magazine as one of Atlanta's 500 most influential leaders. Her father, I guess, was a Brooklyn police officer. Is that correct?
Yes.
So be sure we know where your heart is. She's a graduate of Norfolk State University in Virginia and earned her MBA and Master's of Art degree in Health Administration from Strayer. She worships at Renaissance Church of Christ and is an active member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. Anyway, that's a very brief introduction. A more complete introduction is found on the South Fulton website. So just a quick overview, and then I'll ask the mayor to do a better introduction than I can do, because she knows the city a lot better. But the population is 115,000. The airport is only 7.4 miles away, which I'm sure is happy news for people that are moving a business there. The size of the city is 92 square miles. And I did some research on the price of single-family homes, and it has gone up dramatically in the last year and a half, more probably than any other city in the metro area, I think by a significant amount. The population is affluent. They have a median household income of $81,798. And the 93% of the population have a high school degree, 39% almost have a bachelor's degree. And the schools, of course, are part of the Fulton County School District. And so the schools are good, part of the Fulton County schools. So, Mayor, why don't you give a more kind of a over macro or micro, whichever you choose, profile of the city?
Okay. Well, good evening to everyone that is viewing this. But you gave it all. I can share with you, of course, that we are almost trending to be, what is it, 115,000 residents. We are the fourth largest city in the state of Georgia, very closely about to surpass Columbus. I do see very soon. Um, Also, it's the proximity to the airport. As you mentioned, 82,000 is medium income, very well educated community, 70% home ownership. I don't think a lot of people talk about that, but 70% of home ownership in South Fulton. Lots of undeveloped land, and we've been a bedroom community for a number of years. So we are now in need of commercial development as well as, some mixed use opportunities. Again, one of the fastest growing cities, and that's what I can tell you. We're a city on the rise, still relatively new, still a clean slate that we can really shape and identify who we are coming in these next couple of years. So we're at a real pivotal moment in our history that we are ready to, really make our mark and be that city that everybody wants to, live, work, and play.
Well, there's so many good aspects. I was on the bus tour. They provided a bus tour for agents to
Mhm.
get a little bit into the nitty gritty about what's available, and showed us some of the success stories with other developers over the last few years, and it's really impressive. And what is available and what's actually done has taken place over the
Yeah.
last few years. So, but
Yeah, and we are actually about to do another one because we've had so much success with that one. So many people have a new found interest in South Fulton. So we will be hosting another economic development tour in the next coming months or so. We're looking at streamlining our permitting process. We had a study that was done before I became mayor, and we're looking at the recommendations to see how we can make our permitting process and just overall within our CDRA, which we call the Community Regulatory Affairs Department, more efficient to the outside user. So we've been doing that. Certainly with economic development, we just launched our new website, which is called Choose South Fulton. We want to make sure that, people that are interested in doing business or learning more about our city, they can find all of that information on Choose South Fulton. So we have so much great things that are happening, and we're continuing to, make strides. We have our new police and fire headquarters that we just broke ground on recently. The police headquarters will be coming to the western corridor of the Old National area, which is in District 7. And we're excited about that. We needed a place for our public safety officials, especially our police. And we are also, with our fire department, we're putting a training headquarters that will be located off Cascade Palmetto, right in the heart of District 2. So great things that the city is doing. And next, we're going to be moving on swiftly to identify where our city hall will be and moving forward with the designs of that. So again, there we got great projects as well. We have the project that will be also coming off of the Chattahoochee River. And right now, I don't know if many people know that, South Fulton, we have an entrance into the Chattahoochee River that rides all the way up to, I think, Lake Lanier area. So we're part of that Chattahoochee River plan. I think that will help us bring some tourism to South Fulton. But we are building custom homes as well as putting some commercial development around the Chattahoochee River. And then we have a large scale project that is coming off of um, the Campbellton and Camp Creek area, which will also include custom homes, multifamily living, as well as high retail with the anchor grocery store that's coming. So, great things, great opportunities for people to really take a look at South Fulton, whether or not they want to do business, whether or not they want to live here, or whether or not they want to play.
What is updates on the Parkway, the Fulton Parkway? Anyway, do you is there?
Well, some people really don't know, but South Fulton, even though there's a shared access point to our city, South Fulton Parkway is part of Union City. So if you ever see, if you're riding down there, you'll probably see Union City police officers. The interior is usually the city of South Fulton. But with that particular parkway, there's some great things that are coming along that parkway. As you know, we have Grady Hospital that will be coming, which will be able to really help a lot of the residents in the city of South Fulton, as well as Union City, or any of the surrounding cities in the southern region. So we're excited about that. We do think that that hospital will transform the area, as you already know. We need more housing. We'll have more retail and more food to, really address the needs of those, doctors or physicians that will be coming to that area as well as nurses. So that's an exciting element that'll be added. As you all know, Amazon has also decided to land in our city. So that is a global brand that will also be bringing jobs as well as other opportunities for people to see and showcase South Fulton. So they will be restoring, with their $500 million investment, an existing warehouse for robotic and technology in there for Amazon. And then we do have another big major project that is coming off of Sonoya Road that will be bringing about 1,500 jobs. I can't tell you who the client is as of right now, but it is a major client, global client that will be in that area as well. So South Fulton is growing. This is what I wanted to see was global brands coming to our city, bringing jobs and helping others see the value of what we are doing here in our city and being strategic about growing.
Still, it's a $500 million facility, so it's very significant size and will add
Yes.
be of major value to the city. The South Fulton University. What tell us a little bit about the South Fulton University?
South Fulton University?
Yeah.
Well, we ha is that one of the programs that we launched for our residents? We had where we were teaching residents how to learn about planning and zoning or all things municipal government. Each department would come in and share with residents that were offered to be enrolled in that program about how to kind of navigate local government to understand it because, that helps us with trying to quell down some of the noise. Some of these, residents are going through this program. They get a certificate and actually graduate, learning about our programs, learning more about municipal government and ways that it can work for them. We will probably restore that program. As of right now, it's not actually active because we have so much work to do as a growing city, but I think that is something that we can bring back and restore.
Looks like that's a 10-week program. Is that right? So
That is the 10-week program.
you had 200 participants and altogether, and it looks like an extremely worthwhile program for residents.
Mhm. It was a good program, and I think it helped. I honestly do.
Okay, so Yeah, I agree. That is outstanding. As a father of two and a grandfather of six, I know that it's valuable for children and kids at all ages, really, to learn about their cities. The talk about parks and recreation, if you could, because that's really a big factor in locating businesses and residences.
Well, our Parks and Rec department is doing great work. They are winning awards. And as you can see, probably throughout South Fulton, we are restoring a lot of our parks. We just renovated the Cliftondale Park, and that is open. I don't know if many of you want to see it, but the community house, as we call it, has been renovated, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So people are now able to, restore these programs that we have, especially around youth and seniors. So with that, that is transforming the community. Also, we've done some renovations to Sandtown Recreation Center. A lot of them have been really, just redoing the floors, exercise equipment. As you can see, we're modernizing a lot of our parks. And we are going through a parks master plan as of right now. And we are actually, awarding parks or getting parks for our particular areas. I know in District 4, which is the agricultural area of South Fulton, where we have just approved, I believe, a $400 million state-of-the-art park just late last year in Cedar Grove. So we will be working on that project very soon. But definitely things are coming. Again, like I shared, we've been winning grants. We're restoring parks, especially the Krill and Welcome All. We have partnered with the Atlanta Hawks for them to go in and renovate and revitalize our basketball courts and branding as well. Senate, we got our South Fulton Tennis Center where we're restoring the courts. It is just a lot of great things happening. So, Parks and Recs is definitely an active program that a lot of families that are in our community see the value of the work that they're putting in.
So it looks like you have 13 parks, 5 recreation centers, 2 tennis facilities, 2 art centers, including an indoor natorium. What is it? Tell people what a natorium is.
And so that is the one that has a pool. So we call it a natatorium. And that currently is our Welcome All location. And we just restored and done some great renovations to our pool. So if people are looking for ways to cool off in the summer, I would encourage a lot of the residents that live there to come and participate. We got a lot of programs around senior swimming, youth swimming, just a lot of activities. And we have an award-winning we call it the Swordfish Group, and they are our youth that travel and compete all around, and they're one of our rock stars in South Fulton.
You have theaters, community buildings, athletic fields, outdoor pavilions, playgrounds, walking trails, a community garden, and a dog park. So, and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
So, life outside of the office is important
Mm-hmm.
to the managers of the city.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we create space that it is a place where families want to come and raise their children, have things to do so they can be active, being able to see, children running around in the park. I'm a dog lover myself, so being able to take my doggies to the dog park or, it's just about community. And, that's one of the most exciting things that I get to see and witness as we continue to grow the city.
Now, you have a lot of things to talk about here. One, we could talk about the movie production business in the city. Then we'll
Mhm.
talk about your convention and visitors bureau.
Okay. Well, the movie production, I mean, there's a lot of filming that's happening in South Fulton. We're trying to get a hold of it. We would love to, really get in the forefront, but we do get quite a bit of permits where people want to film it in our city. We haven't pushed it because, again, that film industry is coming to South Fulton. We do know that right there off of Camp Creek and behind the Publix at Campbellton, there's a film movie studio that's back there. So there are opportunities for, us to continue to do filming. That's why we're looking at, you know, a diversity in housing because we know that a lot of people will come to the area to, need housing, but they don't plan to, stay long. But we need to make sure that we have adequate housing for the film industry that comes to, locate here for at least 2 years or a year, that type of thing.
Let's talk a minute about your convention and visitors bureau there, and what is their function and some of their activities.
Well, usually they partner with a lot of local businesses here. We want to be able to highlight reasons why to come to South Fulton. But we just recently have partnered with the Atlanta Airport Visitors Bureau because we want to be amplified. That is one of the things that we feel, that partnership and being that close to the airport, that we can really highlight our businesses. So even if people are coming in for a layover, they know that they can come to South Fulton and get some good cuisine if their layover is about 4 hours. Also promoting a lot of the stuff that we're doing around World Cup, maybe doing, bar crawls or just being able to showcase our city overall. For good restaurants, good, housing, just things to do in South Fulton. And that's what the Visitors Bureau is doing for us, especially with that partnership with the Atlanta Airport.
The We could go to a little bit more of a micro level discussion and talk
Hmm.
about some of the specific interests there, such as the Burdett Recreation Center and Tennis Center. If I'm
Hmm.
pronouncing that correct, Burdett.
For that park, yes. So that's one of our smaller parks, but it's a great park that is right there in community and people utilize it a lot. We have a lot of AU recreation teams that play basketball, cheerleading. It is so much going on in that park, and that's something that we wanted for it to really be active for our community. So Bird Ed is a staple. We have some workforce development programs that are coming out of that park and including a roofing program, an award-winning printing program, and also a construction program where we have partnered with local organizations within the community and helping people that go through that program get certifications or placement for jobs as well. So Burdett is a really good park that we're excited about and continue to put great programs in that park.
You have the Cliftondale Community Center, the Creel Park Community Center,
Hmm.
and Sandown Recreation Center.
Hmm.
Can you help people understand just a little bit about those?
So those parks are, the same. Cliftondale Community Park has been a staple. It is a park that is tucked away in one of our neighborhoods, but a lot of people use it. When I was councilwoman, that was one of the things that I really wanted to champion is modernizing the exercise equipment, restoring that community house. And really taking an opportunity to make it an all-inclusive environment where it is a staple of the community. And that's, the same thing with all of the other parks as well. Krill was also restored and modernized. We cleaned it up because before we came a city, we inherited a lot of our parks from Fulton County and they weren't kept up in the best way. The maintenance was high. So we've had to, truly restore a lot of our parks, through since becoming a city because our parks have become a priority for a lot of our families here in the city.
And the Tennis Center and the Welcome All Multipurpose Facility.
Yeah. And with the tennis center, our tennis center is a staple within just the tennis world, the influencers. A lot of people from all over come to our tennis center, especially for our HBCU competitions, and just overall people coming to, practice on our court. So we get it. We're also adding pickleball to our courts as well because there are pickleball enthusiasts all across South Fulton. So again, we continue to make sure that we're following the trend, but our tennis center is definitely a place that a lot of people look forward to, and we want to make sure that we continue to support it and keep it very nice so we can make sure that we are able to attract more people to come to our city and practice at that facility.
You have a lot of others that we cannot have time to go into,
Yeah,
Miss
we
Sarah.
could talk all the day about South Fulton. We got so much going on.
You have the Delano Park, the Mason Road Park and adjacent community garden, Old
hmm
National Park, Trammell Crow Park, Wilkinson Mill, Ferris Park. So it's
hmm
pretty exciting to see all the really cool amenities that
Yeah.
you do offer. And the Southwest Arts Center,
Mm. That is our beautiful. We just restored the theater, changing out the seats, just a very more functional theater that has been updated. But yes, Southwest Art Center is one of our gyms that is always, with theater, acting, plays, just the gamut is coming to South Fulton. We're very proud of, our partnership with True Colors. Just wonderful, wonderful programs that are coming to our theater. I always encourage people to go on that website, check it out. If you're into theater and arts, that is definitely a place that we want people to see and experience in South Fulton.
well, I appreciate your coming on the show. I just wondered if you had any parting words for our viewers.
Parting words would be again, we are a city on the rise. We encourage people and we invite all people to come to our city, take a look at it, really see all of the great things that are happening. You cannot turn any corner right now, and not see major projects happening in our city. So, again, if you are a realtor, if you are a business developer, take a serious look at South Fulton because we are ready. We're open for business. I am very strong on becoming a business friendly city and making sure that government works for everyone. So that is the mantra. We are a city on the rise, and we truly mean it.
Well, thank you again for coming on the show. And this is on our, if you'd like to review this, it's on my website, atlantacommunityprofiles.com. We'll be sending it out to you if you're an agent in your email address. And if I can help you with any of your real estate needs, my email is lou@louwieland.com or 404-441-0719. Please give me a buzz or let me know if I can be of assistance. And Mayor, thank you for your time. We appreciate your service to the community.
All right. Well, thank you, Lou. I'll be talking to you soon.
Don't forget about the 100 acres.
I won't. I won't.
All right. Have a
Take
good
care.
day.